Okay, so I'll put me together for that if you want me to. Okay, I'll put me together with my stuff.
What's up, Nasty? Hey, Marky. See you guys.
What's up, Jason?
What's happening? Thanks for joining.
Yeah,
Just getting set up. You
Yeah.
doing you're doing Blue Coats tonight?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Wanted to join in and say hi to you. I haven't talked to you in a little bit.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for jumping in. You're gonna be on. How are we gonna do pregame? We want to do like a combo pregame. Both games start at 7:30,
right? Yeah, they actually I think they might play at 7. Real quick, let me look again.
Hey, Jonathan, Thunder. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. So, Justin, is it a 7 p.m. start? I thought I think I saw.
No, you're correct. It is 7:30.
So why don't we just do a combined Blue Coats, undefeated Blue Coats, and 76ers pregame, and then you jump over and cover those coats?
Yeah, I mean we can do that if you want. I mean, I've been haven't been doing watch parties or anything for the Blue Coats. I've just been, just watching myself and getting some highlights out for the people when I can, and then I got my this is what I do during the game, bro. I've been writing down notes.
Old school.
I got notes. Can you even see it? You don't even think you can.
Hey, you want to hear a funny story?
What's up?
When the Russians landed on the moon, or they sent a man to space,
yeah,
NASA spent $50 million to figure out how to create a anti-gravity pen.
For real.
And at the end of it, they figured out that the best solution to be able to write things down in space.
Yeah.
Right. The best solution was a pencil. That's a real story. That really happened.
That's amazing.
Through
all that effort.
Let me check on the 5:30 report. I just got settled in here, so.
I got you.
I think Ben is probable.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Ben is probable.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Ben is probable. Shake Milton is still probable as well, or out.
Shake is doubtful.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing.
Yep, probable for Ben, and then Paul Reed and Rajon are in the bubble, which he'll be covering.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Yeah. Austin said Joel's not listed and Simmons remains probable. Yep, Milton doubtful.
Yeah, I'm not going to share my screen. I have it up though. That's exactly right.
Your screen shared.
I'm not going to share the
other report
because of the Zoom.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
But yeah, so for the Blue Coats games though, literally, this is what I'm doing throughout the whole game.
That's Tom Moore style. He marks down like every time a shot is made. He marks down the. I don't know what he writes down actually.
My thing's not necessarily writing down when a shot's made. I just keep track as the game's going on. If I notice maybe a big play that I think will be interesting to talk about, or I'll just writing down stats that I'm seeing at halftime, and then I compare the halftime stats to the final game stats and try to find any based on what I'm seeing, find any commonalities or the other way around. But anyway.
How are you liking it? You getting to know Connor a little bit?
A little bit. I
saw you tweeted out defend, run, share. That's his mantra.
Yeah. Well, I asked him a question. What did I ask him? I asked him because actually I have my notes right here. They took 47 3-point shots the last game against the Wolves, and their previous averages were around 35 amount of shots. So I asked him, I was like, is that part of the game plan before going into the game, or is that something that they were just giving you throughout the game? And he gave me more in that answer than just what I tweeted out, but he basically chalked it up to the zone they were playing. They were packing the paint on them a lot, so it was just having a lot of 3-point shots open, and so he's that's just where the ball was kind of going. And He's like, we always tell we have a lot of good shooters. We always tell our shooters that they have a shot, take it. So that's just what happened today. So that's pretty much what his answer was. But I thought it was interesting to see his response on how they want to play, help or share, run, defend. So
defend, run, share.
Yeah.
ERS. He even when Brian and I tried out for the Bluecoats, he preached that at the beginning of tryouts.
You tried out for the Bluecoats?
Yeah, you've heard that story. Brian Baker and I, separate sessions. Yeah, they had open like public tryouts. They basically they waive the tryout fee for media. So,
okay.
So we went and we tried out. Our teams were 3-1 in those games. I'm not saying we dragged our team to victory, but Brian's very good.
Nice.
I did make a game-winning. I took a game-winning charge in overtime. Elam ending.
I didn't know. Hold on. I didn't know a game-winning charge was possible.
Yeah, we needed one bucket to finish the game. They got a fast break. I got back in transition. Guy tried to drive. I took a charge right in the lane, Ersan Ilyasova style. We turned the ball over. We got the ball back, went down and scored and won. Right in front of Connor. You could ask Connor about this. He was standing watching it happen. He's looking at me like, oh my, what? It was a funny moment.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I think Joel is playing. He's not listed on any report.
How was it?
We should have Doc here any moment. So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was at the bar last night, and a very, very socially distant bar. Don't worry, everybody. But I was there, and one of the guys I was at a table. He was talking about the Flyers. He was watching the Flyers on his phone or whatever. And I asked him, like, "Are you a Sixers fan?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he was talking about betting on tonight's game. And I'm like, "Yo, I'm telling you, bet the Sixers tonight." I'm like, "Joel's gonna be out there tonight." He's like, "What?" I'm like, and I said, "Yeah, Joel, like I promise you, Joel's gonna play tonight. Like he's going to. He's not listed on the injury report today, which means he's probably most likely playing tomorrow. And if Ben's probable, I could see him playing too." He's like, "You don't know." He's like, "You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm like, I have a pretty good inkling he's gonna play.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I saw a question about the Bluecoats up here. Marky asked me. Marky said, "You see any promising prospects on the Bluecoats?" I think there's promising, like there's guys that play well in their roles.
Here's Doc.
Never mind, Doc's up here.
Hi, Patrick. All right, we're going to get a head start with Kevin McCormick.
Hey, Doc. So Matisse had another great defensive showing for you guys on Wednesday against Houston. How rare is it for a player to be that impactful on the defensive side of the floor in just their second season?
It's rare. I mean, especially at the guard position. I would say mostly, you see dominant defenders come in the league. They're usually centers, big guys. I mean, he just has such great length and speed, great instincts, and it's funny when you watch him in a zone, he's almost more effective when we're in a zone. Especially with Ben. I mean, obviously he was good the other night, but I think with Ben on the floor with him, when we're running the zone and we're running the 1-2-2, they're pretty special together.
Thank you.
Jack McCaffrey.
Doc, refresh my memory. Have you always been a zone guy, or is this something new to you this year based on the skills of the players that you have available to you?
No, mostly man. I have run zone, but I haven't really stuck with it. A guy named Tom Klusman, he's a coach at Rollins in Winter Park. I meet with him every summer, and he laughs. He calls it the meaningless meeting because we go over zone defense for hours, and then I never use it. But honestly, when you looked at this skill set this summer, the length and the speed, I thought, man, this could be a really good zone team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Charles Swirsky.
Hey, Doc, greetings from your hometown. Hope you're doing well.
Doing well.
Yep, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Doc. Thank you for asking. It's like 20 degrees here, but that's okay. So
Likewise.
I have a question because this is our first time with Billy, and I was wondering your relationship with him. How did it start? Whether he recruited, Austin? Or...
Yeah. We go back a long way. Billy was the first guy to offer Austin a scholarship. I want to say Austin was an ingoing freshman in high school, and he was at the Winter Park, the University of Florida's team camp with his high school team, and Austin's team won the championship at the team camp his freshman year. And Billy walked out on the floor and grabbed Austin and grabbed me and said, "We're offering now," and that started our relationship. And Austin committed to Florida after his sophomore year, and then stayed with that, and then at the very end changed his mind. So, Billy and I go back a long way. Good, special human being. We share the same age, we did early in his career, and he's a good man, really good man.
What have you seen out of the Bulls?
I haven't seen him much, honestly, Chuck, until really lately. Just watching him getting prepared for this game. So obviously I haven't seen him at full strength because they have some guys out. Levine has been special. He's been special all year, and you see that. Wright's going to be a good player. You can see it coming. So, and you can see some of Billy's stuff, a lot of good movement. I think he's really been good for Levine because of the movement that Billy always runs. So they're going to be okay.
Thank you.
Keith Pompey.
Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing?
Good. What's up?
That's good. Hey, Doc, what's the status with Shake and Ben for tonight?
Shake, I think, is out, and Ben is questionable, probable. I don't know what the standards are, but he's one of those oboes, So we'll see, come game time.
Was he able to participate and shoot around?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there at all.
And Shake, is it? What is he able to do right now?
Shake looked great today. I would anticipate seeing Shake next game, but he looked. We had a early scrimmage, with some of the young guys and some of our skill development guys. Shake got up and down the floor, and really, the reason we wouldn't play him today is because then you worry if swelling happens after the workout, and so we have to wait and see how that goes.
Thanks, Doc.
All right, Austin Krell.
Hey, Doc. So if you guys win tonight, you will lock up the all-star head coaching position for the East. How do you feel about that? Having done it in the past, and especially this year, do you have any kind of thoughts on that honor?
That's my answer. Austin, I prefer to golf over All-Star break. Let me put it that way. But listen, you never, it's an honor because that means your team's doing well. So that's always good. That's the way I look at it. I wish we could get the honor. I think the honor should be, we win. And then I get to pick whatever coach I want to coach the All-Star game from another team. I think that would be hilarious.
So then who would you pick?
Oh, probably Pop. It would be awesome.
Fair enough.
All right, last two, Jason Blevins.
Hey, Doc, virtually all of Tyrese's shots the other night were at the rim. Was that a function of teaching him to get one more dribble and get all the way to the rim? Yes.
It's really important for him to get that in his game. Like, it's for him and his size and his speed, it's almost vital because you can't live on the floater every night, and the floater is great, but it also doesn't involve anyone else, and so when you go all the way downhill, there's times you won't get to lay up, but the next step is a kick out pass to the corner. It's almost guaranteed it's open. And so we're working with him every day. It's something he hasn't done, though. And so we have to be patient. At least I have to be patient. Something I'm not. So that's something I absolutely have to get better at.
Thank you.
And last one, Eric Woodyard.
Hey, what's up, Coach? How you doing? Eric Woodyard from ESPN.
What's going on?
I got an opportunity. I moved to Chicago last year, so I got a chance to go to Proviso East High School there. And recently, it was just a movie that came out about a fellow alumni with Fred Hampton, Judas and the
Fred
Black
Hampton.
Messiah.
Yeah.
Were you inspired in any ways by that? Did you check it out? Just what's your thoughts? Did you hear about Fred Hampton coming up?
Oh God, I swam. I grew up swimming in the Fred Hampton swimming pool. Fred Hampton went to school with my uncle Jim Brewer, who played at Proviso East and was an NBA player. So I remember the day that he was shot. In the shootout. I guess they call it a shootout. I don't think it was much of a shootout. Very impactful. The movie's very impactful. It's good. It's amazing. It's funny how long that took when you think about it, that's just the movie now. That was my first thought, maybe because I grew up with it and I knew all about it. I'm 59 and that's 45 years ago, and it's just coming out. So I found that to be really interesting.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks.
Thanks,
Take care,
Coach.
guys.
All right, there you have it. Thoughts?
Doc Rivers is one. He's always fun to talk to. I feel like he's one of the most real people you can talk to. He's very brutally honest, and he's also very honest with what he doesn't know, which I think I appreciate even more. He doesn't just try to BS you. I just think he's funny. Like I can appreciate his thoughts about Tyrese Maxey. I think that's interesting. I think the question you asked was interesting, and his comments back about it were saying that he needs to learn to be a little bit more patient with for what he wants to ask from a rookie like that, which I think is key. And I think you've seen that as the season's gone on with Tyrese Maxey. Early, he kind of gave him freedom to take whatever shots he wanted, whether it was a three-pointer, whether it was a mid-range shot. Now you're seeing him take more of the mid-range and the inside play a little bit more than the three-point shot. So it makes sense.
Yeah, it's I think people thought maybe I was a little harsh on Maxey for that first month because of those floaters. They're pretty. They certainly are, but what they don't translate into is a lot of just good team offense. And it's funny that he started answering so quickly, because really the other part of that was the other night Houston had no rim defense. So they were playing an ultra small ball lineup. Yeah. They had no rim protector. So the question really is that why he was confident enough to go all the way? But Doc, he wanted to make a point right there, because he knows the players watch these pregame availabilities. He knows they're watching. He wanted to make a point. Like, you see, when you get all the way to the rim, good things happen and people notice. And I asked him about a month ago about the floaters and the mid-range pull-ups, and if when people challenge that, will he start to dump things off, open up lobs, things like that? And he said no, he didn't want him thinking about anything but just being comfortable out on the floor. So I think it is interesting that he admitted to not being to not being as patient as he could be.
Yeah.
But a coach doesn't care as much about shots going in and shots not going in. What they care about is getting good shots. I think that's what that answer really tells you. All right, so we're gonna do a all right. So do you want to do a pregame at 7:00 or no? What do we want?
What, of the Blue Coats or of the Sixers?
We can do a combined pregame. Talk about Blue Coats, talk about Sixers. Then at game time at 7:30. It doesn't sound like we have a watch party tonight.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know if we have a watch party. Like I said, I know
I
that.
I just saw from Dibes. He's doing a suit up.
Yeah, he's doing a 7:00 review of the last WandaVision show. So, I mean, we may not have a watch party then. So I don't know. Are you going to be on the pregame with me for that? I would assume if we do that.
I'll do
okay,
a pregame.
7 o'clock combined pregame of the Bluecoats and the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, are both games starting at 7:30?
Yep, that's 7:30.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Talk Bluecoats, young guys.
Yeah, that works.
G League, All Stars. Tonight's game, Zach LaVine, trade scenarios. What we're looking at both games. All right, so everyone, appreciate you hanging out. We will be back at 7 p.m. about an hour from now.
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll do a Bluecoats and 76ers pregame.
All right, I'm going to go grab dinner real quick before that.
Later.